is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bruins offense will come out first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Golden Bears offense has the ball for the first time. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the catch. It's Diaz. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Spears. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Applewhite. Moving past the 25. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35? Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Bruins are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's looking to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Spears. Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Draw him inside the 10. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The inside handoff. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Might be looking to run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moving out of the pocket. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI, stayed calm, did a nice job, stay in the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And their looks, they're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Spears. He's got the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Got him downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense set for a first down play. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Lost to fire on second down. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Completes it in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Spears. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hope. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on.
Turning it on! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's home. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quick step and go. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty seats.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Washington is getting stomped right now. I mean, thrown around the field like a salmon at Pike's Fish Market. Just a brutal performance. They're trailing by 14 to Boise State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. There he goes! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the draw. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After run, now throw. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, you punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They just keep firing. It's complete on the right side. Rams him with the stiff arm. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bear. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Spears. This time he's got it.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
On target to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Bruins enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bruins are at the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. When you deal with a rivalry game, you